Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. Okay, I am also fine, students. Okay, today shall we start the next lesson, Elements of Entrepreneurship in Commerce. Okay, the 23rd lesson. So as I have told you, I am trying to complete as many lessons as possible. My expectation is to complete up to 25. Okay, 23rd, then 24th, 25th, three more lessons available. In this week, I need to complete. Whether it is possible or no, I don't know. Okay, but up to 25th lesson, I have taken the questions. Okay, students. So here that the heading elements of entrepreneurship. So first you should know the meaning of entrepreneur. Who is an entrepreneur? The meaning is one who establishes an organization, a business unit. That means the owner of an organization. He is called entrepreneur. Okay. So that we know the four factors of production, isn't it? The factors of production for land, labor, capital, and organization. This organization only is called the entrepreneurship. Okay, so he has to organize all the other factors of production. If he needs to start a business unit, first of all he should purchase the land, and the workers who are needed to work in his organization, he has to find out, or he has to recruit and select. Okay, then the capital needed to start a business, the money, the capital, okay, the investment he need to uh, search for. Okay, he has to invest. That person is called the organizer. We cannot say the entrepreneur, one who organizes all these factors of production together, and he himself starts an organization, is called an entrepreneur. Okay, so here he is providing many job opportunities, isn't it? So he himself has found out one the employment, and he is providing employment opportunities for various people. Okay, many employees. Then first we will learn the what is the concept, how this word came into being in the world. Okay, this entrepreneur, this word entrepreneur has come from the word French. Okay, the French word entrepreneur. The meaning of this is organizing a entertainment, musical entertainment. Okay, or you may be an organizer of dance program, any entertainment. If a person is organizing, he is called an entrepreneur. Okay, so but from the 16th century, okay, from the 16th century, it has been applied only for the military organization. Okay, for military organization only this word has been used. But in the next century, in the 17th century, they were introducing this word for the civil engineering activities, for construction. Okay, for construction purpose, this word has been enlarged. Okay, then in the 18th century, in the beginning of this 18th century, it has come into the field of economics. Okay, from then onwards, it has been that used for in economics. Okay, for this type of organization, one who starts a business. Understand, from 18th century onwards only, it has been introduced in the field of economics and other activities. Okay, now we can study this entrepreneurship. Who is an entrepreneur? We can say it is a sum of three groups. An organizer is a entrepreneur is a risk bearer because he has to bear many risks. Okay, he first he is starting a business. He may not know how much profit he is going to earn, isn't it? Or what all the problems that are coming, he is the only person has to face. So we can say in short, he is the risk bearer. And the next one, he is the organizer. He has to organize the all the other factors of production, or he has to supervise whatever any problems arises, or any misfortune, or any obstacles are there, he has to face. Okay, he has to organize all the activities. He cannot just avoid all these problems. Okay, so he has to organize. So he is an organizer. Next we can say he is an innovator. It's very clear, he is starting an organization or establishing a factory or industry. He bears many risks. He is organizing. At the same time, he is innovating. We know what is innovation. That means it is introducing something new. Either a product he may introduce, or he can introduce a new technology, or new techniques, or he can that supply the materials from a new source. Okay, all these are the innovation. Okay, he is introducing a new product or whatever it is. Okay, so we will learn the definition now. Definition, nothing but that he is innovation. Okay, he is creating. That entrepreneurship is a creating activity. He is creativity will be there, or innovating something new in the organization. That means he that in that definition, Joseph is computer. Okay, what is computer says, a person that organizing or managing is different from this one. Okay, innovation, because he produces a new product, he is introducing something new that is not done in the ordinary course of time. Okay, that means for only once he himself does something, that is called entrepreneurship. Okay, in short, he is the innovator. Okay, now we will learn the characteristics. What are the features of this entrepreneurship? First, the entrepreneur should have the spirit of enterprise. That spirit of enterprise. I should start an organization. That means he must be bold enough to start an enterprise. That spirit within him. Okay, I have to achieve that in starting a business. There, in any obstacles or misfortunes, anything comes, he will not be discouraged by the obstacles, but he will be very bold and with self-confidence he will work. That spirit of enterprise must be there within the entrepreneur. Okay, then the next one related to this one, self-confidence. Okay, he must have self-confidence in order to achieve his business goal, isn't it? I will achieve this one. There also he may have to face many obstacles. That means many inconveniences will be there, or that frustration, or any that obstacles will be coming on the way of achieving his goal. There he has to stand with the self-confidence. Then flexibility. The entrepreneur must be having that flexibility character. What is the meaning of this flexibility? That not a rigid one. Okay, that means he has to that he has to adjust with the changes in the organization, because changes is always there, isn't it, in an organization. Environment, we have studied that environment is always changing. As per that environmental changes, he should change his decision. Okay, he may not be very rigid in taking his own decisions. Then the next point, innovation. That we have studied, organizer, that entrepreneur itself is also called innovator. So he must have that innovation character. What is that innovation? Something new should be introduced in the organization. Maybe either it may be a product, or it may be a new method of production, or it may be a new method of distribution, or that extracting some new markets. Okay, that enlarging his markets. All these should be done. Innovation must be done by the entrepreneur. Then resource mobilization. Resource, we know here we have to divide the resource into two. Okay, that intangible that resources and tangible resources. We can say he has to organize, he has to mobilize these two the resources. He has to mix up these two resources. What are the tangible resources? They are the money, then material, then the human resources, okay, manpower, then the market, any methods of production. All these are the tangible resources. And what are the intangible resources? That one, motivation, how to motivate, then the employees, and the moral, that a very good moral he should have, isn't it? Or the innovativeness. All these we cannot see. Okay, these are the intangible resources. These two he has to combine together, and he has to put together in order to achieve his goals. So he has to mobilize both the resources, tangible and intangible resources. Then hard work. Hard work is needed for any person. So as an entrepreneur, he must have the hard work in order to achieve his goal successfully. Understand? So any that in the situation of this changing environment, he has to face many problems. There he may not be discouraged. He should work hard in order to achieve his goal, okay, what he has established. Then leadership quality, because he is the leader, isn't it? Leader of all the factors of production. He is the owner of the organization. So he should have the leadership qualities, and he must be an example for the others, because he is leading the organization. Behind him his employees are there, his management is there. So everybody will follow his characters, isn't it? So he must be a good leader. Only then he will be a best entrepreneur. Okay, then he must have foresight. Foresight, the looking into the future with the present eyes. Okay, so he has to look the future, what will happen in future, that he has to foresee some of the elements of the organization. Okay, he has to, that how the market will be enlarged, and how the consumer's taste and preferences will be changed. All these can be predicted, must be predicted by an entrepreneur. Only then he can succeed in his process. Okay, the next one, analytical ability. If any deviation arises, okay, then he has to analyze each and every activity of the business, must be analyzed. Okay, and after analyzing the problem only, he has to take a decision. Okay, hasty decision he may not take, and any emotional decision also he may not take. He has to analyze and he has to take a solution. Not a prompt solution he must take, but it may not be very hasty decision. Then the next one, the last one, decision making. If he analyze properly, he will take the decision correctly, isn't it? Because he has to take many decisions related to the product, then where he must locate that means the situation or the location of the enterprise, then the human assets, whom whether skilled laborers are needed or unskilled laborers are enough, then the size of the organization, how much products he must produce, that means the volume of production, then the market, the size of the market, whether it is a local market or national or international, then that management, the divisional managers or that managerial personnel he has to appoint. All these decisions must be taken by the entrepreneur himself. Okay, now we will see the next heading, importance of entrepreneurship. Importance of entrepreneurship. Here we can learn this importance in this innovation, the heading innovation. Because he himself innovate, isn't it? Here that innovation and entrepreneurship, we can say both are the intertwined terms. Okay, that because it linked to each other. If an entrepreneur is there, he innovates something, isn't it? So that both they are product, whether he may introduce a new product or he may add some features for the existing product, or he may introduce a new technology. Okay, only then he can survive in the organization successfully. Okay, then contribution to gross domestic product. Contribution to gross domestic product or gross national income. Okay, here what is the gross domestic product? The total that production of the country. Okay, because he starts a new organization, he is contributing to the gross domestic product of the country. Okay, for the economic development, it is that entrepreneurship is contributing more. Because from the history of the world also we can say why these developed countries have become like this, because of encouraging this entrepreneurship. The private or that owners, they have produced many products and they have found out new markets. One example we can say our India was also a market for foreign countries production, isn't it? So they have enlarged their market and they have developed their country's income. Okay, so if entrepreneurs come into our country as new entrepreneurs, they are contributing to the gross domestic product and the income of the country is increasing. So it is contributing the domestic product. The domestic product means in our Indian production will increase. Okay, the total production of the country will get increased. Then it is balancing the national regional development. Regional development. Here, the balanced regional development means India is having many rural areas. We can say divide into two, rural and urban, isn't it? We think that many organizers or many entrepreneurs, they try to start organization only in urban areas. That means the town or cities, isn't it? But anybody will be ready to start organization in villages? No, because the transportation will become difficult and availability of labor also will be very less. So if the organization are small, medium, and micro industries. They are started